Evet, sevgili YouTube, sevgili kankişler. Bugün sizlere beraber bir Hogwarts Legacy ile daha karşınızdayız. Unutmadan lütfen like atıp abone olup bildirimleri açıp benimle yaparsanız beni de çok mutlu edersiniz.
Kanalıma gelen herkes benim baş tacım. Ne olur abone olun, buna muhtacım. Kanalıma
Sana bak, bir büyü yaparım. Harry Potter'ımdır ha. Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma. Levioso.
for all eternity.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Bir dakika. Ayarlara bizim bir bakmamız lazım. Ayarlar.
Remind him to finish the lesson.
Expand the spot now.
Some of us don't necessarily want them to get us the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio.
Akio.
Ana çektik.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Akıyor. Hadi bak. Akıyor. Geldik mi profesör? Allah. Akıyor. Miss Onay.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
You.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres
Accio.
and relinquish your charm. That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid! Excellent control there.
Fena değil.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
You.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Akıyor.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure.
Here we go. That is how it's done. Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Akıyor.
That's it. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Aha.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough
Hadi geç
chatter.
bakalım.
Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Bence. Ne çiziyoruz? Bekle. Şimdi.
did.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Açıyor.
Brilliant. Watch this. There we go.
Action.
Açıyor.
Very good. Very good, both of you.
İkili de
Well
çok
done.
iyi. Tebrikler. Sağ olun Profesör Ronan. Çok teşekkür ediyorum efendim. Açıyor. Ulan fena vurduk ha. 130'a 110. Fena fena. Yok. Yok. Akıyorum benim akıyor.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Buna
That's
bana
good to hear.
sevindim.
It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next
Buna
time.
profesör benimle mi konuşmak istiyor?
Of course. You
Buyur
cannot
profesör.
If you would.
humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Aleykümselam, hoş
Onai is
geldin.
always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Şimdi... Bak bir görevi tamamladık.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Seviye atladık.
Someone passed me a note in class.
Şimdi
with a heart.
M'ye basıyoruz. Elimden gelebildiği kadarıyla kral çabalayacağım.
Red. If someone says you and then
Kardeşim bu taraftan. Koş. Tabana kuvvet. Da. Diyeceğim sen büyücüsün anasını satayım. Sonra ben niye de diyorum sanki RDR2 oynuyor. Bu hangi profesöre gidiyor? Ha, o profesör. Ya o büyünün adı neydi? Ama birisi çekmemiş de diğer büyünün adı neydi?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Ah,
You've
Levioso.
been enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only
Levioso
have one
ya,
Obsidian
bu
Black
bir ya
Star.
Levioso.
It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Yaparım kral elimden gelebildiği
To the
kadarıyla.
wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I
Ne oldu? Şaşırdın değil mi?
is the value of
Kadın
simplicity,
öyle beni adam ayağa
especially in
kalktı.
the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Hepsinde Levioso var. Başla. Başla. Başla. Başla. Aha da Levioso. Havaya kaldırma büyüsü.
Levioso.
Kaldır. İşte bunları öğreneceğiz zamanla.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Sıradaki dene bakalım. De diyor ki dene bakalım.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
Levioso.
now the basic cast.
İzledim. Ben bir ara izlediğimi hatırlıyorum.
Well done.
Hatta ben oyunlarını bile oynadığımı hatırlıyorum.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast.
Bir tane oyun oynadım da
You may
ismini
begin.
bilmiyorum.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. How's the view?
Levioso.
Levioso.
You're good at this, aren't you?
I know. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Levioso. Levioso.
I know.
Hadi güle güle.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ya beni tanıdıkça seveceksin. Ben Levioso yaptım.
Put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the
Teşekkür ederim
opportunity to
Profesör.
practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Oh be,
I
yendik be.
demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one
Yendik.
thing, but battling
Bence
dark
de
wizards
oyunlar,
or
filmler
as
çok
more
alakasız.
likely goblins
Aşırı
is a
alakasız.
different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Kolay gelsin.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice.
Geçeceğiz kral, geçeceğiz. Geçmez olur muyuz? Geçeceğiz.
Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Vay
Knew I
be.
was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to
İki
get
tane daha
caught.
ders
Thank you,
öğrendik.
Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Eyvallah,
Till
sağ
next
olasın.
time.
Bir görev daha tamamlandı. Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma sınıfı.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Aa,
Lumos.
pardon.
Revelio.
Aldım. Kedicik, ne kadar tatlısın böyle. Tatlı kedicik. Kedicik. Mau, mau, mau. M'ye bir bas. Oraya nasıl gideceğiz? Buraya da bir gidelim ki görevimizi de yapmış olalım. Dersten sonra Weasley.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Bugünkü derslerimi öğrendim
I
profesör.
trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
Vallahi çok ders öğrendim,
You
yemin
must
ederim.
continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand.
Aa,
but
bir
you'll
dedim
find
bize
the magic
asa
of your
alacağız.
own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the
Eyvallah
castle
kral,
doors.
sağ olasın, teşekkür
No time to
ederim.
waste.
Bu arada hoş
The
geldin.
sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Görev tamamlandı. Şimdi hadi çıkıyoruz. Biz kiminle buluşacağız? Profesör Ronan'la mı buluşacağız? Lan kedicik ne yapıyor? Tatlı kedicik, cici kedicik.
In my blood,
Meow.
from her side at least.
Profesör Ronan merhaba.
Ah, there you are.
Merhaba Profesör
You
Ronan.
have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up. makes a
Ha,
broken
bu ilk
object
başta
brand new
görünecek
in a
böyle
blink of an
tamir
eye.
büyüsü.
It seems as if
Tamir
that would
büyüsü,
come
More
reparo.
frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first,
Reparo yani
each shall
tamir
ask
büyüsü.
that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Ne yapacağız? Uçağın sayfayı kırık heykelin
This is the
yanında
right
topla.
area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Accio. Got it.
Karanlık sanatların
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
yok be kral ne alaka?
Might some kind soul help me?
Accio.
Rivero.
Brilliant.
Akköy'de değil mi? Pardon Akköy'de.
I trust
Professor
the
geldim.
preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let
Eyvallah,
us
sağ
give the
olasın
old
kral.
mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember,
Der.
your wand is a
Başla.
conduit of your magic.
He. Boşluk. Boşluk. Hadi öğrendim. Ripero. Tamir büyüsü.
That's it. Very good.
Reparo.
If you would like to
Reparo.
practice something, have a go with that broken statue
Tamir edildi.
alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak.
Profesör
Perhaps
tamir
your
ettim.
lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Profesörün ödevini de yaptık. Oh be benden yana hiç kimsededir ki de yok. Şimdi ilk önce şehre gidiyoruz. Ben profesörün yanına koşa koşa gidiyor şey. Nationa'nın yanına koşa koşa gidiyorum. Açıl la. La açıl la.
Revelio.
Ver. Çeşme. Atbaşı çeşmesi.
There's something in there.
Nationa hadi geldim.
Hello.
Bir dakika.
Looking for me?
Ha, bunu da ben bir alayım. Merhaba.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not
Hazırım.
at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your
Hadi
holidays
gidelim.
again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Aha.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Hadi gidelim. Hogsmeade. Reparo. Bir şeyleri tamir etme büyüsü. Reparo. Daha biz bir büyü daha öğreneceğiz. O büyü çok tehlikeli bir büyüdür ha. En azından iki de biliyoruz ha. Türkçe yamaya kurmam iyi oldu. Evet, daha başka neyimiz var? Orada çıkacağız ve videoyu da bitireceğiz. Nasılsa gerekli tüm büyülerin hepsini de öğrendik. Hogsmeade. Hadi gidelim. O zamansa sevgili YouTube, sevgili kankişler, lütfen bir like atıp bir abone olup bir de bildirimleri açıp yorum yapmayı unutmayınız. Allah'a emanet olun. Seviliyorsunuz. Bay bay. Görüşürüz. Like, abone, bildirim. Görüşürüz. Bay bay. İyi günler, iyi geceler dilerim.